Alright folks, here we are again. Thanks for tuning back in. You may notice that I've got different gear on today than what I typically wear. I'll run through it real quick. We've got the Tis Not helmet. I guess I always wear that, so that's not new. But we've got the Proselyte Haberg, I'm probably not saying that correctly, for the chest plate. Similar setup for the legs there. I've got an anti-dragon shield. And then I've got my Fang, coupled with a mythical cape. So a little bit of everything in there, and the reason why is we're going back to the Wildy today. We're going to go, I think it's about 22-ish level wilderness, I could be wrong on that. But we're going to go find the King Black Dragon and take him down a few times, so hopefully we get a few good things here. And I'm going to check my collections log real quick. We don't yet have the pet for KBD, so that's what we're really after. It looks like that's the only collections item we don't have. So, let's dive in together. Hopefully we get it. Hey Rainbow, thanks for joining. Let's do it. I would caution you though, actually, before we just dive right in. You guys know I like to live dangerously here, but we are going to the wilderness, so only wear 3 things that, are of higher value, so that way if you get PK'd out there, you're not going to lose your other stuff if you had chosen to bring it. So just make sure you've got 3, valuable, effective pieces of gear, and then just go the sub-tiers for everything else. That's why I have the Proselyte armor, the rune boots, the combat bracelet, and so on. It doesn't matter to me if I lose those things, so whatever the risk is you're willing to take, that's what you wear. And now we'll do it. I think we're gonna go to the lava maze. Maybe. I don't know if this is even the right one, but what's the worst that could happen, right? We're going to level 41 Wildy. Okay, that was the right one. So it's not 21, it's 41 wilderness here, so just all the more reason to be careful, because from where you teleport here over to this front gate and then down the steps, all of this area you can get PK'd in. This is the actual Wildy, so be very aware, be very quick getting to where you want to go. Don't sit here and host a stream and just hang out wondering if anyone's going to show up and try to kill you. It's a bad idea, so just get down the ladder as quick as you can, because as soon as you pull the lever that's down here, that's going to put you into the room with KBD, and you can no longer get PK'd in there. So as soon as we pull this lever, we're at least safe from people. Now we just got to worry about the dragon. Okay, and the fight is on. As far as my inventory is concerned, you can see I brought about 15 or so Karamwan, and then I've got 5 anglerfish. There's no real rhyme or reason to it, I just know that our inventory can fill up quick because of the dragon hide and the bones that the dragon drops 100% of the time. So anyway, you probably want to bring some food that you're going to go through a little quicker, so that way it'll end up freeing up your inventory. I'm protecting from melee here. Nothing too crazy about this fight. As long as you're up close to the dragon, for the most part, he's going to melee you. He may throw in some magic attacks and stuff every once in a while, but overall you're just going to protect from melee and then use your sword to take him down. Alright, need good thoughts, guys. We want the KBD pet. It's adorable. We're missing it from our collection. Not for long, though. I figured it might be cool today to do something truly old school here. We just got about 20k, by the way, if we choose to pick up all the bones and stuff. I usually usually just grab the dragon hide though, and I leave the bones there. The dragon hide's worth a little bit more. But anyway, we've been fighting a lot of the newer bosses, like the newer content that comes at the back end of quests and whatnot. So I thought it'd be cool to go true old school, where KBD was one of the first wilderness bosses released. So can't think of a better thing to fight. I think all these fun facts I throw out are true. I at least believe them, but you might catch me on a couple here and there. But I'm pretty sure KBD is the first wildy boss they released. Either way, he's here now. You can't see it because I think my face is covering the upper left corner of the screen. But I do have my RuneLight plugin telling me how long my potions are good for. In case you didn't catch that, I did drink an extended anti-fire potion when I teleported in here. And that's of course to protect me from some of the magic attacks that the dragon shoots. So I would recommend bringing that anti-fire potion. You're going to want an antidote because you can get poisoned from time to time. And then the rest is really just prayer and food that we bring here. Alright, that's another 20k or so. It does pain me a little bit. You can see on the ground here, these dragon bones are worth about 3,300 themselves. But I just don't have the inventory space to carry everything. I'd rather get a couple more kills and a couple shots at the pet versus filling up my inventory and having to telly back to the bank real quick. So unfortunately, we are going to leave those bones behind. If you want to come out and hang in the wildy with me, you're welcome to pick them up if you want. I'll leave them here for you. We're good people. You'll be safe here. I am glad, at least for the stream, we can kind of get up close with the camera for this one. It seems like so many of the bosses, all I do is run around the screen non-stop, so it's kind of hard to get a good angle on it. But now we can get real up close and personal with this guy. He's almost done. He's got about 30 health left. Nice, we got more javelin tips, so they're gonna stack with the other ones in our inventory. Then we'll just pick up the D-hide. What I will do for sure is whenever I run out of food here, and we have to go back to the bank anyway, if I do have any open inventory spots, I'll pick up whatever bones are still laying on the ground. I'm not that silly that I'm just going to teleport away from them, but at the same time I don't want to bog down my inventory now if I end up needing that space for more stuff. So we'll just keep everything nice and tidy until we run out of food here. You can see that magic attack and that flame attack, they're really not harming me at all. The reasons why is not only do we have our extended anti-fire potion on, but I'm also using that anti-fire dragon shield. So the combination of two pretty much makes us not invincible, but really hard to hit for the dragon. So I definitely recommend that combination. And there's another kill. We got some steel arrows that time. They're not really worth a whole lot, so I'm just going to let them sit there. Rainbow's going to swing by in a second and grab them. up to 836 KBD kills, so we've not yet reached the probably 3,000 kills, which is the percentage or the rough estimate of how many you'll need in order to get the pet. So hopefully we get super lucky on the front end here. 800 kills out in the wilderness is still quite a bit, so I kind of like to be done with the whole quest thing and just get our pet already. I'm gonna start picking up these bones now. It looks like we'll probably have enough food for maybe 2 more kills. Well, this one plus 2 more. So we'll start loading up our inventory now. Sometimes KBD will drop food as well, so I think he might drop sharks or something like that, but that might extend your trips as well, beyond just what the food that you brought here is. I know there's been times where I've gotten like 8 or 9 kills here just because the food kept dropping, so you do want to make sure you've got enough prayer potions or restore potions in order to support that. After this one, since I just ate my last fish, we'll probably just kill it and then go back to the bank. It's easy enough to get here since we have this burning amulet that we use to teleport, so it'll just take a minute to go there and come back. Got an amulet plate body there. And you can see, even though we were in level 41 Wildy when we walked into the lair, since the lair itself is not really considered like wilderness per se, you're actually able to teleport out directly from where we were fighting. So that's pretty cool. So now we're back in our house and we're just gonna take this tree back to the Grand Exchange and we'll re-gear there. So yeah, as long as you survive the initial teleport to the Wildy and you get down that ladder, it's kind of like smooth sailing from there. You guys think we should bring a pet with us this time? I do. Let's pick out a good one. Let's take out our Jad pet. We just got him a few days ago. What's the worst that could happen if you take your Jad pet out to the wilderness, right? Here we go. Look how cute he is. I wanted him for so long. I'm so stoked that we got it last week. I'm just gonna sip my potions again. He's like, why did you bring me out here? There are no snacks here in the King Black Dragon lair. It's ridiculous. He's probably mad I'm not even wearing my fire cape that I worked so hard to get in his lair. Chad, you're on the wrong team. Get over here. Now you can't get two pets at the same time, like if you have one equipped already. At least you wouldn't visibly see that on the map here. But what would happen is I believe we would still get the notification in our chat window that it looks like a pet has snuck into our bag, and then you would be able to see it in my inventory. So we know the odds are unlikely that that's going to happen, but that's kind of what goes through my mind, is like I still want to make sure I'm eligible for a pet. So you want to, just wanted to share that with you guys, that's how it would play out, you know. I think that white attack, that's what froze me for a few seconds. There's really nothing you can do about it, you just have to stand there for like 6 or 7 seconds and then you can start attacking again. But it doesn't actually do damage as far as I remember, so it's kind of like a whatever thing. Oops. Frozen again. He's almost done. He's got 13 health. Good here, even with this lower tier armor and whatnot. Obviously we're still doing enough damage to take down the dragon several times in a run, so again, don't take the unnecessary risks there by wearing like full maxed out armor and all that, because you just don't need it. And there's nothing worse than getting PK'd as soon as you teleport here and then you lose 200 mil, so the proselyte is good enough. One thing you should know about this is there's no way to really peek into this lair to see if there's anybody fighting the dragon already. If you ever were to teleport to the Wildy and then you come in here and someone's already in combat with this guy, although the dragon may aggro to you, the only person that's going to end up getting credit for the kill is whoever did the most damage. So if the other guy's already taken him down like 50%, it's kind of a waste of your time to stand there and fight it. And plus, it's just bad business to take somebody else's combat spot anyway, so it's like you don't want to be rude to the other player. So anyway, if you come in here and there's somebody fighting this guy already, I would just walk back out and find a different world, and just keep doing that until you find an open one. It generally only takes 2 or 3 tries, because there's not a lot of people camping the dragon lately. But anyway, you may run into it. That was a good one. We got like 17k in U-logs there. Most of the drops from this guy aren't crazy, like they're not like millions and millions unless you get like a dragon pickaxe or something. But still, since it's so chill of a fight, we don't really use too many supplies here. Getting 20k at a time isn't too bad. Seems to be taking a little bit longer to take him down. We shall persevere, but it's nice when you just get max hit after max hit and it's over before you know it. So now we dropped a few adamantite bars. Gonna try to pick those up because they're all worth about 3k each. This is probably our final kill here. You can see after I eat my fish and try to heal up, we've only got 2 fish left, so we'll grab whatever we can off the floor and then we'll head back to the bank again. This could be it, guys. This could be our pet coming. The kill's getting dragged out so we can build up the suspense a little. Alright, here it comes. Oh, just kidding. It's 20k. We might be able to get one more kill. It's going to be a little bit close, but I just ate my last angler fish, which brought me up to 113 hit points, so let's see if we can get one more kill count in before we teleport out. So far, so good. He's got 130 health left. right on time here. We've been here just about 10 minutes for this run, so our potions are about to expire. So that's kind of perfect, so we won't waste anything. They're going to expire when we teleport back to the exchange, and then we'll fill up again and come back. Alright. Just going to refill my stats at the rejuvenation portal. Head to the Grand Exchange. Let's let one of our other pets get some exercise here. I'll let you look at him real quick. You guys can pick one out for me. Let's see. Here's the full set. Anything look good? We got a Dagonoth Prime. We've got a Smoke Devil. We've got Hydra, Rocky, Chompy Chick. The world is yours. Choose wisely. Hydra. I love it. Let's drop this bad boy. I guess we should pick up Jad first. Alright. Now we have more decisions for you. Do we want Hydra in red form? Or do we want him green? Black? Electric? What do we like? You let me know on the walk back. Oh, and actually we need to get a new burning amulet out because we used the last teleport one on ours, so it kind of breaks after you use it for the final time. So let me just grab a different one out of my inventory. Okay, we're going with this one. I think it's electric, maybe. I'm not really sure. Alright, let's get it. That Black Knight always spooks me because I think it's a PKer waiting for me right there. And then I realize it's just an NPC. We're living on the edge today. Alright, here we go. Our Hydra's ready to throw down here. He's like, what a quaint home you have here. I think this will be our last trip, guys. We're just gonna get probably like 5 or 6 more kills in and we'll call it a stream. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and if you wouldn't mind following my channel, that would be greatly appreciated, as always. Let's get some kills. I like the Hydra pet. I mean, I like all pets, of course, but the fact that you can use that metamorphosis option to switch between like 4 different variants of him, that's pretty cool. You know, most of the pets either only have one form, or for some that you get from the raid, sometimes you have to do like separate challenge things in order to be able to change like their metamorphosis. So pretty cool. Once you unlock the Hydra pet, you kind of get like 4 for 1. I'll give you a close-up of him in just a sec once we start a new fight here. is. I feel like he doesn't have nearly enough heads, though. Who's that guy? Get out of here. You're ruining my stream, man. Captain Arnav. I told you to stay on your ship. I'm just gonna dismiss him. It's gonna be hard to have a full conversation with Captain Arnav when we're in level 41 wilderness fighting a King Black Dragon with our pet out. There's enough going on here. Got some runite bars, or at least one. That's awesome. But like, how about the nerve of Captain Arnav? Like, we're trying to zoom in here, trying to get a nice, like, headshot for Hydra's yearbook photo, and all of a sudden that guy's got to show up and stand on him. It's ridiculous. He's got 13 health again, almost done. There it is. Got an adamant plate body. Pick up the dragon hides. It's another 20k there. It's a good day. Looks like he dropped an amulet of power that time. It's not really that valuable of a drop, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I'd rather just fill up on the dragon hides and maybe some bones at the end. I guess I could be using my special attack whenever it fills here. I think it's just a sword swipe, yeah. But still, I just got a max hit there, so I guess it's worth doing. It was followed by a 0, but there's no reason not to do it, so. really trying to take us down this time. He's doing some serious damage. But with Karambwan, we can do anything. We're not going anywhere. We still have quite a bit of fish left, so I'm thinking let's finish off this kill, then we'll do one more, hopefully we make it to the end of that, and then we'll tally back and we'll call it a stream. Hopefully we have enough that we can withstand another fight and a half, you know. There's some fire runes, I'll grab them. So we've got 4 fish left. Let's see how it goes. I'll use my special attacks again. Just saw a few more folks join the chat. Sorry, this was gonna be our last kill. Maybe, let's go for one more now, because we still have a couple fish left. At least you guys can check out a final fight here before we tally out. Thanks so much for joining. We'll see if we can take this guy down. It's gonna be a little bit close for this one, but I believe. Our Hydra's not going to let us die at level 41 Wildy, right? He wouldn't do that to us. Alright, that was our last fish, so now it's pretty much a shootout. We'll see if we can drop him before he drops us. For everybody watching here, thank you so much for not waiting in the wilderness for when I teleported here and then trying to kill me. I appreciate the support. It's been a clean run so far. Alright, we did it. Beautiful. Let's just pick up these dragon hides and then we're gonna tally out. Sweet. So I think we got about probably 30 kills or so, maybe a little bit less. We still didn't get our pet, but that's okay because it's going to give us something to work towards for next time. But guys, I do appreciate you tuning in for the stream. If you haven't liked the video yet, if you could please do that, and then also if you could subscribe to my channel, I would much appreciate it. Thanks so much guys, I'll catch you next time.